Hey guys, I'm the LockPicking Patrolman, and here we are. Again, I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong with the setting up the live chat, but I'm sure it has something to do with my internets here at the house. What we have tonight is not Repeat, but Say Again by Fast Charlie. And I ran a little poll on Twitter, and I believe the final vote was 84% said yes, go for it, and then I guess that would be 16% said, wait, is it too late to vote yet? Anyway, we're gonna pick this lock. Primitive NDE just did a live stream picking one of my locks, Mayhem, and did an awesome job at it. And so we are going to pick this one live, I think. Let me get the vice adjusted here. Anyway, this lock by Fast Charlie is a Corbin cylinder. Nice, very, very nice looking Corbin key. You can tell that he has hand filed it because of the rounded edges on the cuts. The key does go in, and it works very smoothly when it's in there. Anyway, I'm going to take this little wiper insert, put it into the bottom, and then go top of the keyway tension. And when I get this lock open, I will show you what my reward is once the video stops. Okay, nothing on 1, got a click out of 2, 2 clicks out of 2, nothing on 3, nothing on 4, nothing on 5, okay, 2 clicks out of 5, and we dropped into a false set here. Alright, coming back up to number 1, counter rotation on 1, and we got a little deeper false set. Don't know if y'all saw that. 2's given some counter rotation, lost a bit of that false set. Okay, 3's giving us nothing, 4's giving us nothing, 5 got a little click. Hey, Primitive, Corbins are awesome. Even stock Corbins can be a challenge. I love Corbins, actually. Okay, 2 just gave us a bunch of clicks, and if you guys hear any clicking or other noises in the background, it's because the cats have became restless tonight. So anyway, when you got 4 kitty cats behind you and you don't want to turn around to see what they're doing, things can get funny. Alright, I think I just got a bunch of clicks off of 4. Let's see here. Okay, 1, I think we got 1 set. Okay, 2, got a bunch of clicks off of 2 just now. And what I've done is I've moved my pick, instead of picking from here, I've moved it, come on, focus, up to this ledge right there, just to give me a tiny bit more reach on it. Okay, I'm going to back off a little bit. I think I overset something, actually. Okay, there was 2, 3, 4, okay, 5. And who knows, I might just have to reset this whole thing. But anyway, okay, I'm back on 1. And guys, I know that a lot of us will mummy a key on a challenge lock sometimes, but I'll show you this key here. Number 1 looks like a really deep cut and a really long pin, and technically it is, but don't let that fool you all the time. not on these challenge locks. Sometimes just because there's a really deep cut on the key doesn't mean that you don't have to work a little bit extra or just a little bit higher. Okay, there we go. I think we got one with that one. Okay, on 2 or 3. Okay, 3. Okay, all the way back here in the back now. Okay, a couple clicks out of 5. We got our false set back. Let's see. Okay, counter rotation on, I think that's 2. I know it's not 1. Okay, 2. A little more feedback out of it. There we go. Alright, I think we got 2 set now. We're on either 3 or 4. Okay, that was 3. Okay. Okay, that was way in the back on 5. I think I overset 5. Actually, yeah, I overset 5 a bit. Alright. Yes, Primitive, this lock really is talking. I commented on the video that you made of my lock, 203 Mayhem. I love locks that really, really talk. You know, they don't even have to be that hard to pick, but even some stock locks. I think that's why I like the Avis 83 padlock series. Hey, Mad Hatter. Funny you just mentioned that. The Avis 83 series is my favorite series of padlocks. And the way that they come stock from the factory is awesome because they've got those really nice spools in there. They've got one standard pin and then the rest are spools. And it just gives you so much feedback. And when you're first learning how to pick, it just really gives you a lot of good feedback when you're learning spools. And that's why I always recommend one of those to anybody who's starting to learn how to pick. Okay, I just did a full reset. I think I was getting ahead of myself or something, or started dreaming about Avis 83s. Mad Hatter, to answer your question, my Avis 83 collection, I have not added to it in quite some time. I'd love to, because I love those locks. And I almost ordered a Vitesse, an 83 with a Vitesse, just today. But, you know, Christmas is about a week and a half away, so you know, gotta keep the Christmas lights turned on in the meantime. Okay, that was 1. 2. Okay, that was 3. Give me some counter rotation. And click. Okay, that was 4. 5 feels solid. 1 feels good. So does 2. Getting a tiny bit on, what is it, 3? Or 4? 4. Okay. 4 gave some counter rotation. Lost a tiny bit of that false set, which means we got to go back and reset one of these other guys in here. Which I did with 2, but I hope I didn't overset them. Okay. Ease off the tension just a bit. There we go. Anytime you can ease off the tension and then put it right back on to sort of that real click or real quick back and forth motion with your top of the keyway tensioner, you can correct some of those oversets. If you watch Bill Bacardi's videos, he does that with a lot of challenge locks. I know he's not been around lately. He's dealing with some personal stuff going on, and I believe a passing in the family, which is always hard this time of year. But if you go back and watch some of his other videos with challenge locks, he'll do a real quick ease off the tension and then way back down heavy on it, and that'll help you correct some of those oversets. Excuse me. Okay. And I think fairly okay. Reset. Okay, that's 2. Yeah, primitive. If you watch, okay, that was 5, I think. Primitive. Watch between LockPicking Lawyer and Bill Bacardi. LockPicking Lawyer always, his golden rule of tensioning, and this is how I learned, is to use the maximum amount of tension for the particular lock that you are picking. Some locks, that maximum amount of tension could, turn a wheel on a 57 Chevy. Others, it could be just barely enough to spin a pinwheel on a breezy day. But use the maximum amount because that actually increases your feedback. And so when you crank down on a lock with your tensioner, and you go to picking and you don't get any type of feedback at all, you back off on your tensioning. And then Bill Bacardi was the first person that I ever saw do that little quick back and forth with the lock. And I thought, at the time I saw him do that, I thought, before then I thought that I was the only person on God's green earth that did that. But it really works to overcome oversets. Okay, there was 2 again. 1. Okay, let's see. Okay, there's 1. I don't know, I might be undersetting 1. Picked this guy several times. Let's see, we're at 12 minutes already. We've got 5 viewers, 5 thumbs up. Yeah, hey Bearsback, glad you could tune in. Hope everything's well over on your end of the country. Light to heavy tension. I normally do exactly the opposite, actually. Just to get a feel for it. Of course, I don't crank way down. You guys remind me at some point to show you the very first lock that I ever tried to pick. And it was actually, probably close to a decade before YouTube was invented. So you guys remind me to show you all that sometime. Trying to get this guy open. Hey, William. Better late than, not tuning in at all. I'm getting whooped by this lock that has gotten camera shy. Okay, full reset. Heavier tension. And I'm going to go straight off this ledge. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1. Couple clicks off of 1. Couple more clicks off of 2. Okay, shifting back down to the bottom. And the cats are starting to race each other. Hey, Jason. Yes, Corbin locks, Jason. As you just said, they've got great tolerances. I think that's part of why I like them too. Corbins, Sergeants. They're just fun to pick until you get Fast Charlie monkeying with one of them, or Big Al. Okay, I'm lightening up on tension a bit. Okay, that was 2. Felt like he didn't want to go much more. Okay, false set. Lost the false set. Go back to 1. 2 again, got it back. 3, 4 a click. 5, 6. I think that was 6. I know there's not 7 in here. Who knows? I might be losing count. Alright, I'm going to give it another 30 seconds. Because I've rambled and gone on. Yeah, Jason, I've got a Primus that I got from Bill Bacardi several months ago. And the closest that I've gotten with it was it took the pick out of my hand and wrapped me across the knuckles with it. And then started laughing and put itself back in the drawer. Every single time. Yep. Alright. Yeah, almost. I know I'm right there. Slip dog. Well, you know, I don't carry a .40 caliber, but that would sort of defeat the point of non-destructive entry. Although I've felt that way before. Alright, guys. And Bear's back. I've had some practice over the years, talking and doing at the same time, but you know, I think it's just down to camera shyness. So, after almost 18 minutes, damn, 18 minutes, wow. Yeah, I'm declaring a whipped buy. This was my prize if I got it open. Oh well. Alright, let's see what Fast Charlie put in here. Let's grab this guy here instead. There we go. I think also part of it is the fact that I've been up since, I think, 4 a.m., maybe earlier. Let's get a shim in this guy. And I gotta get up at about 4 a.m. tomorrow as well, so. Alright. Let's get all this turned because I don't want this to turn into a gutting disaster. Hey, Leon! Well, it's, I don't know exactly what time it is here, so I can't take a guess at what time it is there. Not early in the evening, but glad you joined in. Don't know if you caught primitives. Okay, 23:27. Yeah, that's sort of middle of the night. For me, working daytime anyway. Okay, guys, this shim just isn't going to work, so I'm going to turn it that way. Making a cup of tea and ready to go to bed. That's awesome, Leon. Very, Very British of you. I don't drink tea this late at night, normally, unless if I'm working all night. All right, let's look and see what we got in this lock. Let's see. Undercutting in 1, threading in 2, undercutting in 3, nothing in 4, undercutting in 5, and threading in 6. Fast Charlie was busy with this lock. Okay, wow, very cool. Spooled key pin in 2, standard in 1, standard in 3, standard in 4, standard in 5, and I missed the last comment. Whoever said whatever for the last. Serrated in 6. All right, let's get these pins out from upstairs. Okay, 1 is a piece of a warp drive. 2. Okay, yeah. Well, Leon, you know, here in the southeast U.S., we drink sweet iced tea. Got a little bit of caffeine in it. Okay. 2 is a serrated key pin that has been turned into a driver. Okay. 3 is a nice hourglass pin. 4 is a long, very long spool. Okay, let's get 6. Okay, 6 is a serrated, very short serrated. Bears back when I'm able to retire, I will be able to admit to eating donuts again. And 5 is another piece to a warp drive. Piece off the Millennium Falcon or something. Fast Charlie did awesome work on these pins. I really can't wait to show you guys. Let's grab these other pins here, or these springs out. So far, all steel springs. Yeah. Leon, I'm with you. I only like glazed donuts or the chocolate glazed donuts. Alrighty. Okay, let's get you guys zoomed in here. Hopefully not too bouncy. Okay, so in chamber 1, we can see a steel spring driving down this awesomely serratedly spooled long driver pin with a standard key pin. 2, we have another steel spring. Steel springs in all of the chambers, and that one just went flying off, but I know where it is. Very short serrated above a taller serrated spooled key pin. An hourglass spooled Asa-ish driver in 3 with a standard key pin. A long spooled driver in 4. That just looks like the warp core from the Enterprise in 5. This is standard key pin. And serrateds over serrateds in 6. So, Fast Charlie, great lock. Gave me the longest video that I have ever made. Saspez, good to see you. Yes, these are awesome, awesome pins by Fast Charlie. Fast Charlie, thank you for sending me this lock. Oh, wow, Leon. 200 videos. Hey, you know, if you can't get to mine in one day, I'm honored that you stopped by. I really am, my friend. Everybody else, thank you for stopping by. Primitive, thank you for doing the live video on my lock earlier. One day, I hope to pick a lock of yours. So, everybody, please have a great evening, a great weekend. Stay safe and stay out of trouble. And we'll see you.